We are extremely thankful.
Alvar Tirudikale Sharanam, Embermanar Tirudikale Sharanam, Jiyar Tirudikale Sharanam, Jiyar Tirudikale Sharanam. We're having our second session of discussion in our SrIvaishNava sampradhAya parichaya English program. We've had a continuous flow of lectures for the past couple of months. We've covered a lot of important subjects, starting with the basics of SrIvaishnava sampradhAya and our dharma. A number of lectures were shared. All of these are done in English. And then we enjoyed the life and glories of Oranvadi Acharyas. And then we had the life and glories of Alvars. And now we are going through the life and glories of other Acharyas in our Sampradaya. Apart from the Oranvadi Acharyas and Alvars, there are many other Acharyas. Some of them have been documented very thoroughly, as much information as we can find. And we are going through their glories now. We are almost at the finishing line of the other acharyas before Manavada Mamnigal's times. Now, after the completion of this section, we'll move on to acharyas after Manavada Mamnigal, mainly Ashtadigajangal, the 8 primary disciples of Manavada Mamnigal, Varavaramani Swamiji, and then a few other acharyas. We will see their lives and glories. So this will bring us to the end of the basics. So anyone coming into our Sampradayam should at least know this much. That is the basics of our SrIvaishnava Sampradayam and good knowledge about our Guru Parampara. So that is what we have tried to educate everyone, and we focused on this particular section. After this, we will move on to more in-depth subjects. We will go through some live sessions and some recorded sessions. So both will happen. As I mentioned previously, we will try to have one English lecture per week, probably Saturday or Sunday. We'll decide the timings and all that. We'll try to have one English lecture, and it will be a series of lectures. I am thinking about few different topics, possibly to start with an introduction to Divya Prabandhams. Basically, a simple guide to Divya Prabandhams, giving an introduction to each Prabandham, giving the essence of that particular Prabandham and simple meanings of at least the important pasurams in the Prabandhams. So that is something which I am thinking which will be useful for every one of us in this group. We will continue to have daily recorded lectures. That will continue. Whenever possible, we will do this live sessions, both discussions and question and answers. At the same time, we will also have some live lectures on a periodic basis. So first of all, I would like to get some feedback from each one of you or whoever is interested in sharing their feedback on how the program has been so far and whether we need to make any other changes in the format, and what more do you expect to learn from our program. We have a particular design, a schedule which we are going to follow, but certainly we will be open for suggestions and what is really needed from your perspective that can also be shared. So each one can maybe take about 30 seconds to 1 minute maximum please limit it to 1 minute. Don't go beyond that because everyone has to get a chance. And also, I'll have to end the session at least by 9:45, 10 o'clock maximum, because tomorrow morning I have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So let's try to limit our feedback and suggestions to maximum of 1 minute. So we can, whoever would like to start, they can start. One at a time, please.
Adiyan Swamy.
Yeah. You can introduce by saying your name.
Aparav,
Each
Adiyan
one.
Swamy, Aparav Ramanujan Dasan. So the lectures are very interesting, and I learned a lot actually from these lectures, especially, yeah, you mentioned already. I don't want to repeat those. But one thing is for all wars and other things, right? If there is a tree, Acharya's tree or something is there in the, I'm not sure, but it would be great actually. There is some kind of flow chart or something from each Acharya, who are the Shishyas and other things, right? It will be a one tree if you make it actually, that you will remember for always actually. That is the only one thing actually. I have not seen, but maybe it is there.
We have some in Tamil, which is done by some Bhagavatas some time ago. But we can do one such tree ourselves also based on the information. We already have all the information. So we just have to make it as a PowerPoint or flowchart or something. If anyone is good in such tools, if anyone can volunteer for this criteria, please mention that, whether here or in the group, and we can definitely do that.
Then yes, Miss Swamy.
Okay.
Adiyan Swamy. This is Rakshit Manazaraj. So all the videos are coming out like very good. I mean, it has been really, really helpful. But the only problem is like some of the days I've been like could not watch that day video. I mean, lot of backlog is still there, so that is still fine. I'll go ahead and watch the videos. But yeah, I'll also try to ensure that okay, I will put my time for that day video. But one suggestion or one help we wanted. So is it possible? Can we do the Mumukshupadi in very short form in English? That will be really helpful. I mean, I think you had already mentioned in the previous live session also, and also I think you have already printed the book for Tiruvaradham. But if means our demonstration in probably means I know there is I already saw in the YouTube channel that there is one Tamil video that you
Yes.
had already posted. So yeah, it would also be better if a shorter version maybe can be done in English as well. So
Sure.
that is one thing. Yeah.
Definitely. We will do a demonstration with English commentary, and for Thiruvaradham, we'll definitely do it at some point. Probably these things can be done when I visit non-Tamil speaking places. Like, for example, I come to Bangalore once every few months or once every 4 months. So at that time, we can probably do a demonstration there with English explanation.
Yeah.
We can record that. So we'll plan it in such occasions. It will be easier
Yeah.
rather than doing it
That
in
will be helpful. Yeah.
Zoom call. We can try to do it when we are present in non-Tamil speaking person's place. That time we can easily do it, and it will be useful for everyone.
Yeah. Then is for me. Yeah, that will be helpful.
Sure. And regarding Mumukshupadi, we are planning to do Mumukshupadi pretty soon. Once this series completes, um, we will see some basics in Rahasya Granthams, probably some recorded lectures, and then, if possible, I'll also do some live lectures of um, some of the very small, short Rahasya Granthams, and then we will right away go into Mumukshapadi. Already we have done Mumukshapadi in English. It's a detailed series of lectures on the Mumukshapadi Grantham. So it will probably be good enough for everyone to understand the essential principles from Rahasyatrayam.
Yeah, Adiyan Ramadasan. It's been an eye-opener to everybody, and the lectures are excellently done and a very great introduction to the sampradayam and our culture. And I appreciate the knowledge shared. Is this possible to be got the lectures in a text form?
That is another project which we are going to do. Already one Bhagavata has requested me to allow us to transcribe the lectures, at least the gist of it. So we also accepted that proposal. But again, this also it can be taken up by multiple Bhagavatas. We can divide up as we listen to the lectures. We can make a short write up on that topic as explained in the lecture. That way, it can be added along with the video in the description or in the comment section, and we can also have a separate place where we can, in our website, we can capture the text as well, the transcription. So definitely, if there are interested Bhagavatas who are willing to do this Kaikaryam, we can definitely think about starting it soon.
And yes, Swamy.
Adiyan Ravi Swamy.
Again.
Yes, Swamy, like everybody said, this format is really good. We get to learn many things from you. Really, Pallandu to you, Swamy, for all the efforts. My Adiyan suggestion is that, yes, we are watching all the lectures and we are also attempting the questionnaires. But somewhere we will have any sort of a forum where we can discuss. It is not like a question answer feedback session, but at least we can come to know if any more specific point that we need to focus on from the lectures, whatever we have heard so far, something like that. I do not know whether it is a primitive stage. Maybe later stage it can be helpful. That is what I Adiyan thought of sharing with you, Swamy. And another thing for this particular Kainkaryam, the typing the text and sharing it from the videos, Adiyan is volunteering for that, Swamy.
Okay.
I can be one of the Bhagavatas who can do this Kainkaryam, Swamy.
Sure. Adiyan is tracking all the items which we are discussing now. In the group itself, I am putting just small notes. So once the session is over, we can Adiyan will request for volunteers. Then each one can identify who is going to take up which one, and then we will have someone coordinating all the efforts and tracking them, and then so that it will be in a structured and an organized way. All the time we have to think about doing everything in an organized way, because we can have this information which will be useful for generations to come. Even when we started our coil.org website, or even before blogs, Adiyan tried to always have some kind of organization, even though it may not be perfect. But always there will be some sequence, some like master page where we can go and get what are all there. So these kind of things, if we set up, it will be easier for others to find out information quickly. So we'll work on those things as we go forward. So as far as here we talked about need to have a forum for more detailed study based on lectures. Okay, so that's the comment I have put in. If I miss any other comment, anyone can add in the group.
Yes, Swami. Adiyan is tracking everything.
Okay. Any other thoughts and comments?
Only
I-
one more, actually, sorry. So one more thing that I thought it will be really helpful for this. I know Upakarma is like, I mean, I mean, many months are still there, but I have not seen any video in the coil.org YouTube. Uh, this one, right? I mean, any about complete process of doing Upakarma. I mean, we have been following some method, but it would be better if Swami can help us mention what will be the steps that needs to be followed for that as well. It will be helpful.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't done Upakarma in our website or
Huh,
YouTube channel. We'll try to work
huh,
on it. We do have enough time, so we'll try to plan something for that. But also, one thing about this Vedika rituals, like even Sandhya Vandanam, Upakarma, and all of these, there is a lot of localized versions with these
huh,
things, with small, subtle changes. So some of these may be better if we sit with our local Purohita, like our family Purohita, and get it documented. It will be easier and more accurate for our situation. But we can definitely make a general uh, template. So we can definitely work on that.
huh. Yeah. Then it's
Swami, just to add to that point, what uh, Devarir had spoken,
Hmm.
actually, as you know, Prabhu Swami, we are from Smartha.
Hmm.
So, the Sandhya Vandan, whatever I'm doing as per the Smartha procedure only. So,
Hmm.
is there any major change if Adiyan once get to Panchasamskaram done? Will there be any sort of a bigger change when we have to do Sandhya Vandan as per the Sri Vaishnava procedure, something like that, Swami?
As far as Sandhyavandanam is concerned, it is as per the Shaka which we belong to and so on. So those will not change much. Only thing is the Sankalpam will change. Depending on how we start our Sandhyavandanam, when we say our Sankalpam, we will have to follow the Sri Vaishnava tradition Sankalpam. That is the major change we will have. And also, if I don't know, I have seen when I was very young, there were some uh, friends who were smartas. They would recite like additional slokams on like Ganapati and so on, sometimes in the beginning. Those things we need to skip if we are doing it. Other than that, there wouldn't be any major change on the procedure itself.
Again, Swami, it would be great
Okay.
actually. One video on the Sandhya Vandanam also many probably for future, right? Some people are not following
Actually, we do
as per
have
the
one
Shastra or something.
Sandhyavandanam video in our coil.org. We have linked the Sandhyavandanam demonstration done by Devanayagan Swamy, but it is in Tamil again. It's a very old one. It was done long time ago, but it's a good one. It gives good directions on how we should do the Sandhyavandanam as per Sri Vaishnava tradition. But it's in Tamil.
Yes, Swami. And the Swami who had asked this, he can means you can go and please check on the website. There are two parts, means part one and part two of the Pratha Sandhya Vandan, done by Devanayagan Swami. It's probably a 8 years old video, but the informations are quite nice. So Swami had taken in that website as Adian feels.
Yeah, but mainly thing we are, especially me actually, non-Tamil speaking actually. So would be
Yeah,
great if some kind of English right words or something on the titles or something that if, in that video also if someone can add who knows the Tamil actually we
yeah.
can even they will follow the only titles or something right even for uh, Thiruvaradhanam and also for this one right at least English titles if we add it that also would be great actually we may not require to repeat the video or something or someone background some kind of same video only audio can be changed. That kind of, if suppose something is there, would be great actually.
Yeah, we'll think about that. Sometimes doing it fresh may be easier than trying to change the existing one or adapt the existing one. We'll try to work on it. So anyone who joined after we had our initial discussion, we are just going through the feedback from many of the participants. So if anyone has any feedback, any comments, please feel free to share, and please limit it to 1 minute maximum.
For Ramanujan, so one thing is basically probably right. Whatever the thing in this WhatsApp chat completely, if we can store it in some kind of coil.org, right? So that one, right, the sequence will be properly. It is it is there. Same chart, it is there. So easily sequence wise, people can in future, right? Just refer this link, and everything will be there. Follow this kind of thing will be there. You may not require to in future also someone asks to
Right.
repeat same thing, go by one kind of thing. Just
Yeah, we already have in our website, we have got a dedicated page for the SrIvaishNava Sampradhaya Parichaya program in English. We've got all the videos shared so far in the same sequence in a nice format. So anyone can start the course again, even if they have joined late. They can catch up from the website page, and they can easily cover the missing portions. So we do have that.
then yes, Miss Swamy.
I will share the link in the group.
Then yes.
And I actually feel like that means to sum up everything and the sum upping the questionnaires and all the videos posted according to the dates as per. I think Aarthi ma'am is taking that work to means sum up and make a link. She usually shares that link means twice or like in a month, that the sum up of all the videos like that she shares in the group.
Mhm.
Aarthi ma'am does that.
Hmm. Okay, sure. There is one question. One Bhagavata has sent it to me directly in the Zoom chat. So I'm a Sri Vaishnava, but until I joined the Coil.org group, I wasn't familiar with any practices. After joining the group, I've been learning so much. Thank you so much, Swamy. Now I have a question. If someone is unable to read Pasurams or Divya Pramana, is there a Mula mantra like Hare Krishna that they can recite? Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, they can recite. Swamy, could you kindly suggest a mantra to chant using Tulsi Mala? So this question is about chanting of mantras. In our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, we have to chant regularly Guru Paramparai mantram and Dvayamaha mantram. This is what we have to chant after initiation. After getting Panchasamskaram, we can chant Guru Paramparai and Dvayamaha mantram. Until that time, we can simply recite Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Sincerely pray to Bhagavad Ramanuja constantly that we need to get Panchasamskaram, we need to get his blessings to progress spiritually and reach Bhagavan somehow as soon as possible. So that is what we need to do. Until Samashayanam, we can recite Srimate Ramanujayanam. After Samashayanam, we recite Guru Paramparai and Dvayam constantly. There is no chanting on Mala because we shouldn't really be focusing on anything else other than the meaning of the mantra. We have to recite the mantra very softly so that only we should hear, and we should think about the meaning, deep meanings of the mantras, both Guru Parampara mantra and Dvaya Maha mantra. All of these are explained already in our website ask.coil.org. We can go and see these questions already answered there. Another question, how to know about my Varna among 4 Varnas? And what are the duties for non-Brahmins? See, Varna, we have to find out from our family elders. That is the only way which we can find out. For some people, it may not be easily known, but we have to somehow try to find out. But even if we don't find out, it is said that in Kali Yuga, it has come to the point that there is Brahmana and Abrahmana. That is the way people also see it, and people also perceive this Varna. So if you are not Brahmana, that means we can assume to be a Brahmana. As far as the devotion goes, as far as learning sampradaya principles goes, all of these are common for Brahmanas and Abrahmanas. There is no difference. All the Sri Vaishnavas can learn, whether it is Sanskrita Prabandhams or Tamil Prabandhams, whether it is Rahasya Granthams or Vyakyanams. All of these can be learnt by everyone, irrespective of the gender, irrespective of the Varna. Everyone can learn these. But there are certain Vaidika aspects which have to be performed only by those who are having Yajnapavitam. So if you don't have Yajnapavitam, we don't have any specific involvement in Sandhya Vandanam or Gayatri Japam or Veda, any Veda mantras, shlokas, Vedantam, Upanishads. We don't do any Parayanam or learning or any of that. But everyone can learn the meanings of Upanishads. Every Sri Vaishnava has the right to do it. So learnings can continue for everyone, irrespective of everyone's Varna. Everyone can learn Sampradaya principles very clearly and very comfortably, as long as there are teachers who are able to teach and we can find those teachers. So as a Brahmana, main responsibility is to, first of all, learn Sampradaya principles and practice Sampradaya principles. That is the primary duty for every Vaishnava, whether it is Brahmana or Abrahmana, it doesn't matter. We have to understand that every Atma is focused on Bhagavan. Every Atma must be respected irrespective of where they are born, how wealthy they are, how beautiful they are, how knowledgeable they are. Irrespective of that, all Bhagavatas, all devotees must be respected and honored properly. Apart from that, depending on our Varna, whether it is Brahmana or Abrahmana, or whether one is having Yajnapavitam or not, one can learn certain aspects of Shastram. If those who are having Yajnapavitam, they can learn Vedam, Upanishads and practice those. Those who are not having Yajnapavitam, they can focus on other learnings. As far as Kainkyaryams are concerned, each Varna has certain Kainkyaryams laid out for them. Usually doing Tiruvaradhanam, doing cooking for Bhagavan and so on in temples are done by Brahmanas. Other Kainkyaryams such as making garlands and administrative tasks and managing events, taking care of the temple and those kind of activities. This is when it comes to temple, there is kind of demarcation between Brahmanas and Abrahmanas. At home, we are our own home pujari. At home, we have to take care of our Perumal. We have to do Tiruvaradhanam. So at home, we are all engaged in all Kainkyaryams, whether it is cooking, whether it is doing puja for Perumal, cleaning, everything must be done by us. And then there is Kainkyaryams. When it comes to Kainkyaryams, there is Pramana Kainkaryam and Prameya Kainkaryam. We have to focus on both Pramanam, that is literature, how to understand literature, how to preserve literature, how to propagate our Sampradaya literature, and how we can support those who are doing such propagation. So these are all Pramana Kainkaryams. Prameya Kainkaryams, Kainkaryams to Bhagavan, Kainkaryams to all dwarfs Acharyas, current Acharyas, then Bhagavatas. These are all Prameya Kainkaryam. We can try to be in the good satsangam. Always being in a satsangam, being with good mentors, that will help us move in the right direction, make good progress. Without this satsangam, if we are trying to be alone and try to find out what we can do, we may end up with wrong information and we may be practicing wrong things also. So better to be under good guidance, taking advice from someone who knows and practices, and then follow the principles as we learn. So this has to also be a continuous process. It is not just a one-time process. We learn something and then that's it. It's not like graduation where once we graduate, then we don't go back to the uh, college or school or anything like that. In our sampradayam, we have to learn every day. We observe. There will be many, many subtle uh, factors, aspects which are happening around us. We have to be very keen and very observant. We have to observe everything which happens around us. We don't need to talk a lot. Most times, I was actually talking to one Bhagavata who had come and he was um, talking a lot, and that I was telling one thing to him that if we have to gain knowledge, we have to listen a lot. If we want to share knowledge, then we can talk a lot. So depending on what we want to do, if we want to gain knowledge, then we have to listen carefully. We have to read a lot. We have to listen a lot. So our senses should be very, very alert, and we should be gathering information from the environment and other Sri Vaishnavas, how they act, how they behave. Based on that, we will learn many things. So we have to observe good Sri Vaishnavas, their behaviors, and learn from that. We have to listen to their instructions and follow them. These are some aspects which are common for again everyone. But as far as Abrahmanas are concerned, main focus is on learning Divya Prabandhams, learning Rahasya Granthams, and practicing them, and supporting in Kainkaryams which are which can be supported from outside, whether it is finance, whether it is physical activities in temples and also in pracharam activities. These can be done by Brahmanas. That is one question. Now, having a separate channel for English. Again, we have so much content now. We have a lot of videos now. It will be very difficult to do this kind of reorganization. We have thought about dividing or creating new channels for different type of content in our coil.org because we already have a lot of videos and many playlists. But it'll be a very, very challenging task to do that kind of reorganization in the current setup. But we are exploring different ideas. As of now, we've got some information in our website where we can see the playlists being organized in a nice way. I'll share that website page where all the playlists are organized. Rahasya Granthams, then English, Tamil, and then Divya Prabandhams, Guru Paramparai, other Granthams, and so on. So we have organized these playlists into some groupings. So I'll share that page with you and see if that is helpful, and then we can see what we can do about splitting this channel and moving the English videos to another channel. Anyway, in the immediate future, it looks like very difficult to do. So we have to work with what we can, what we have as of now. We only have about 2 minutes to end the session. If anyone has any other comments or feedback, please feel free to share them.
Again, Swami. Swami Aparo again. So, again, Swami, from morning to evening, right? So, morning we wake up at 4 a.m. and right, all the how to do the wake up and then hari kind of, and then do the bathing, some slokas chanting, and then it is a through Pundram and other thing chanting. Can we make the one what kind of stotrams to be read? These are minimum to be read in the morning time, and afternoon these are the things, evening these are the things, kind of thing. One kind of small 4 pages,
We'll
5 pages kind of.
try to prepare a simple document with minimum content, very basic things. We'll try to work on it.
Dhanyasmi Swami.
Okay, there is another question here. Can an unmarried girl take Samashanam? And what are the qualifications and so on? In many in many Acharya mutts and Tirumaligas, they initiate unmarried girls also. So you can check in your Acharya's mutt or Tirumaligai and find out if they perform. If not, either if you're really eager to get Samashram, then we have to get it from somebody else. But if you can wait, then just keep praying to Bhagavad Ramanuja. Actually, it's going to be over soon, so we'll end the session. We'll be in touch, definitely.
Swami, someone had asked about bank details for contribution.
Yeah, I'll send the details soon. I'll send it in the group. Okay. So, thank you all. We'll again meet next time.